Hey guys, welcome to this week's Friday Focus. This week we are going to solve the problem that you see on the screen, and then we're going to take this problem and we're going to put it into Akitv, because what I noticed is some of you guys did get this problem correct. Just putting it into the format that Akitv wanted tripped you up a little bit. So we're going to do both of those things so we cover all our bases. So first, to solve this problem, it says convert 25 grams of C3H6 to moles. So for this unit conversion problem to start, we're going to start like we've started every unit conversion problem, and that's to write down the information that's given. So we're going to write down the 25.0 grams of C3H6. Then I will draw my train tracks. And then I'm going to let the units guide me. So I have grams of C3H6. That's going to go diagonal around the bottom of our train track because we've got grams on top, grams on the bottom, and those would cancel. Our destination for this step is moles of that same compound. And that's where we're going, so that goes on top. Now we need to find the numbers that go into this conversion. So the conversion that we're looking at is 1 mole equals X number of grams. And that X just depends on what we're dealing with. So we're going to go to our periodic table and add up the molar masses for 3 carbons and 6 hydrogens. So I'm going to do that over here to the side. So hydrogen, if I go to my periodic table, it has a molecular mass of 1.008. Yes. And then I have to take into account that there's 6 of them, so multiply that by 6. And then for a carbon, it has a molecular mass of 12.011, and I have to take into account that there's 3 of them. So I'm going to take 1.008 times 6, and I get 6.048. And I'm going to take 12.011 times 3, and I get 36.033. And I'm going to add those two values together. So 36.033 plus 6.048 equals, and the molecular mass is 42.081. So that's the number that goes up here with our grams. And then we see the number 1 is attached to mole. To solve this, we're going to multiply across the top and divide by the bottom. So essentially we're dividing by that molecular mass. So I'm going to take 25.0 times 1 divided by 42.081. And I get a value of 0.594, and that is moles. Now, getting to the correct answer is amazing, and that's really what I'm looking for. But to get all the points, we need to make sure we can correctly put that into Akitv. So I'm going to flip screens here to Akitv. So here's that problem in our Akitv site. So starting amount, that should be pretty straightforward. We're going to put in the 25 grams of our substance. Now to set up our train track, we're going to have the same mentality here. So we've got grams on top. We're going to put the grams on the bottom, just like we did before. And we notice that it goes ahead and cancels that out for us. Our destination on the top would be the moles. So that goes on top. So that's our unit setup. Now remember, we had the number 1 with mole. So right here, we've got our number 1 with mole. So I'm going to put the number 1 there. And then that 42.081 was with grams. So I'm going to find something that's close to that, 42.09. And that's our train track. Then we need to put our answer in. So what does that equal? So our answer is going to be in moles. And then once we typed it into our calculator, we saw that it was 0.0594, and we put that in. So now I've correctly input this into Akitv, and it tells me that I'm correct. I have the correct answer, and all of the values are in there correctly as well. So that is our Friday focus. I hope you guys found this helpful.